We are live.
What?
Hi.
This is the World Heaters 3.5, everyone.
3.5.
The long wait is over. We are back
Finally back in
after
action.
months.
What do you mean? What do you mean? There was
6 months of postponing.
I think it was more than that.
Probably more.
Yeah, but
Much
we-
longer. Our host has actually grown a beard. In
yeah,
the
it's
time,
pretty impressive.
It doesn't quite. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
quite fit in his face. It's
All right, well, so this is. Should we get on with our first segment then?
One second.
Yeah,
how, do
for
you
a
check,
second.
how do you check viewers, Nikolai?
We have 0 viewers. It's in the bottom right. Well, I don't know if you can see it. I can see it.
I can't see it now.
All right. Well, so everyone's ready, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So now it is time to play. Can you spot the fake?
Whoa.
All right. So the rules of this game are: I have 5 stories here. 3 of them are true from around the world, and one of them is taken from The Onion, and another one from a satire news website.
Alright.
And you've got to find which ones are real and which ones aren't real.
Okay.
So,
I love the onion. 400 million. Oh, what was it? 35
think
million
250
dead
million
after.
250 million dead in the bloodiest Black Friday yet.
all right. So, our first story comes from Seattle. This is pretty big in Seattle. I don't know if you've heard about it. I don't know if it's
Nikolai.
become...
I call this the fake first of all. Okay.
Okay.
Seattle's not real.
Woman... I'll read the titles first in order. Woman has 3-hour-long orgasm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how easy these will be to spot.
It's fake.
Our next one is naked man rescued by olive oil. Big story from Australia, that was.
Okay, yeah.
Our next one is this woman from Marseille in France.
Yeah.
It's like a big tragedy, they say, but I think she's just a fucking idiot.
Okay, yeah.
She ate lotion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then she had like some complications in her stomach, and then it
understandably.
ended up with her dying.
Oh,
So
she
indirectly, the lotion killed her.
Wait,
Well-
what do you mean? What do you mean complications?
Well,
Her stomach probably gave out.
like she had this weird like stomach condition, and then like the lotion, and then she vomited back up, and then like something else came up with it, and she she had like an ulcer as well. It was just all a
If
Wow.
I want to win this game, okay?
Yeah.
I've got to pry deep because I'm not sure. Did you come up with one yourself or?
well, the one from The Onion, I've like modified it to make it more believable.
Ah, that's cheating.
Well,
Not really. It's his game.
Yeah, I came up with it too. Come on.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Okay, our next one is.
Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves.
We don't need an introduction. I think we're
Max
well known enough.
Gonzalez from
I'm the
San
baboon.
Diego.
The
Colorado.
baboon noon.
It's from Colorado. You're
Colorado.
from Colorado.
I'm Tim.
David the baboon noon.
Oh.
I'm Nikolai from Angora.
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 It's a weird way of pronouncing Chiablinsk.
Shit, he got me.
Uh,
Our next one is from England. So you've probably heard of this one because it's pretty close to home. Yeah, this is in, I think it was, I can't remember the city, but there was this dump
fake.
truck.
Fake right now. I call someone fake.
There was a dump truck, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was stopped by authorities. You want to know why?
Why?
They found like there was radioactive radiation coming from the truck.
It's definitely a fake.
And
Definitely.
when they opened it, they found that the radiation was coming from adult diapers.
Oh, I'm gonna call that one, and I'm gonna say that I don't think that one's true.
You know what? I believe it. It's fact is stranger than fiction.
And our last one,
David, can you get rid of that eye patch, please? It's you look pretty silly, David.
Are you insulting me about my disability?
No, the way it wobbles around on your face, though. It's
Oh no, I don't know what you mean.
the eye patch, just how it works.
and our last story, Syria's Yelp rating
Oh,
at all-time low.
Oh no.
Dropped from 3 in 2011 to 1.5 at the beginning of
Yelp?
2014.
Yeah, Yelp.
Yelp?
Yelp, you review things, Max.
Yelp,
What's
you know the
Yelp?
website, yelp.com, or is it
Look it up.
yelp.net? I don't know.
Just look up what is Yelp, Max. Go.
oh, okay.
So yeah, Syria, and they're like, they're paying people to write good reviews about Syria now.
Okay, my fakes are the one about Seattle, because Seattle isn't real and women aren't real, and then the one about the the radiation come from the truck, because you didn't know the name of the city. So
It was pretty vague in the story.
can you go into more detail about the man who was saved by olive oil?
Oh yeah, sure. So in Australia, there's for the past 3 weeks there's been this plague where Australian people have just been climbing into appliances.
Oh,
Plague.
So
What do you mean by plague?
like the first week it was like some people like went into like some kids and played hide and seek, and they got stuck in like a dryer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was some other case, but this guy, it's like been blowing up over the news in Australia. This man, he
got
was
stuck
naked,
somewhere. Right.
and it was like a practical joke on his wife. So he climbed in to into a washing machine. That's really impressive. First of all. And like they tried for ages to get him out of it, but like they called the fire brigade and there was nothing they could do. So in the end, the way they got him out was by greasing up this naked man's body with olive
Naked
oil,
man body.
and
Well,
that's how they got him out by.
that's believable. I believe that one. So everyone, what was the first one again? The first one was.
The first one was woman from Seattle
Oh, yeah,
got hospitalized because she had a 3-hour-long
She
orgasm.
was hospitalized.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the three true ones are the woman with the lotion, the man in the olive oil, and the woman who went to hospital.
The one who went to hospital. Do you mean
There were
Seattle?
2 women who went to hospital and one died.
Yeah, the lotion lady and then the other one.
So you're Max is saying lotion lady, naked man, and what
Yeah.
else?
And the orgasm lady.
All right.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
That's-
whoa. Okay. Okay, you know, conflicting views. I'll fight you about it. Max, that's uncomfortably close to your face.
David,
Yeah.
you've been silent. What's your opinion on
I
the,
think the woman who went to hospital because of the 3-hour thing,
is real or fake?
is real.
Oh,
All right.
The
That's an awfully long orgasm.
David,
Yeah.
keep in mind, women aren't real.
the
Good lord.
lotion one is real.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, just
Rocking
if
the
you guys forgot, the ones you're not mentioning is the radioactive diapers.
radioactive
in-
diapers is real. Radioactive diapers is real. I want to believe that is real.
Okay, so,
So you're saying lotion, orgasm, and dump truck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you're saying
Go,
that
go.
the naked man and Syria's Yelp rating are fake.
David,
Yep.
you didn't answer
Oh,
his
okay.
question.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Move on to me.
okay, so we've got Tim. What are your 2 fakes?
I think the Syria operating is true. I think that
True.
the man who was saved by olive oil true, and I think
Okay.
that the woman who ate lotion who died. I think that's true too.
Okay, so you're saying orgasm and dump truck. And Max,
Fake,
what are
yes.
Orgasm, olive oil, lotion.
real?
Well, there his true ones. What are your fake ones then? Yelp and
I don't think Yelp's a thing.
okay, Max doesn't believe in Yelp.
Okay, so he's saying Yelp and what's your other fake one?
The diaper.
Radioactive diapers.
Wait, so
So,
he's got the same.
I think with a majority
Oh,
vote.
guys, I'd like to say hello to our one viewer,
Oh,
Jordan
look at
Brown.
that.
Jordan Brown.
Hello,
Jordan
Jordan
Brown.
Brown.
Honor having you on, Jordan.
Welcome
can we
to
all
the
just-
podcast.
Thank you.
Nikolai, will you hit the applause button, please,
Applause
for our only viewer? Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Again,
Thank you.
that whole applause made by that one viewer.
Thanks.
Okay, so Nikolai,
Alright, so-
what are the answers?
So from what I understand, what you guys are saying, the fake ones are Syria's Yelp rating at all-time low, and you've also come to a conclusion that the dump truck that was stopped because of radioactive diapers is also fake.
Wait.
Yeah, yes, I'm calling that one out.
Radioactive diapers. I think it's so strange it's real.
The Syria Yelp one has to be the.
Yelp's not a thing. Nikolai, call it out.
Okay, so is that a conclusive answer? Radioactive diapers in Syria?
Well,
No,
Yes. Yes.
radioactive diapers is real.
Yeah, no, but it's two against three, so, and Yelp rating 2 against 3, so yeah.
Yeah.
You were right about Syria and the Yelp rating at all times.
Yes. Tim, look. Oh, what's that? Oh.
They're not going to review a country, and
Yeah,
what does
I thought
Syria
so.
care what other people think of it?
Yeah, probably a little bit.
And the other one is woman overdoses on lotion.
Damn it.
Damn it.
No, that's not a thing. No, you can't die from eating lotion. What are you?
You said that there was something wrong with your stomach.
No,
I do agree.
Play that up.
You did.
Originally, it was from The Onion, where she just put so much lotion on her skin that
She put the lotion on her skin.
yeah, and
Yeah,
she
she got
just
terrible.
overdosed. So,
What the fuck?
a woman from Seattle had a 3-hour-long orgasm. That is a true story.
I told you it was real.
It was
She
very
has a problem.
strange. It's
Does
got
she have a
doctors. No, the doctors couldn't figure out. They're baffled.
That'd be
And-
pretty cool.
It
No,
took them 2 hours to
apparently-
realize that something was wrong
May I
after they
interject?
decided to call the
Who's
ambulance.
saying it's wrong?
May I interject for a second?
Oh yeah.
There is a medical condition which causes that to happen among women,
Oh, is there?
and they can just like get them so often, and apparently it's just awful because
Huh.
everything swells and it hurts.
Ew.
Yeah, so that's
Oh, that was.
I watched a
All
documentary
icky.
on it. It was, that documentary they used to have called Amazing People, and they'd have like Tree Man on it, and like
Oh, Tree Man,
I
he got a
remember
lot
that.
of... I wonder how much money he made off of, when it was at its peak.
I doubt he preferred the money to not being Tree Man though.
Well, you gotta make the best of what you got.
I thought they
Yeah,
figured
he
out
did.
what was wrong with him in the end.
Yes,
lots
but
of warts.
They weren't able to take the warts off.
No, they were. They took a bunch of them off, and
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they were warts.
Took a huge amount off.
What?
Yeah.
Is he not still covered in warts?
Wait, David.
Not much.
Yes.
Not
Who
many.
did you say the viewer was?
Jordan Brown?
Because
Danny
I
Castle,
thought
everybody.
I thought it was Jordan Da Silva.
Oh no.
No.
I've been told that the beard is very distracting, Nikolai, by our one viewer.
Oh.
You've got to
Ah.
take the feedback. You got to take the feedback.
Damn it.
For everybody who wasn't there at our poker night, or I think Tim, were you there at that stage for Jordan Da Silva?
David.
I know he was there, yeah.
I was there. Am I allowed-
Jordan Da Silva is a man on Twitter who followed me, and I have absolutely no idea who he is.
David, what's your
So-
Twitter?
I went onto his Twitter and I looked at his most recent tweets, and his most recent tweet was, "Is it weird that I'm starting to find 14 to 15-year-olds more attractive?" So I
No.
blocked him instantly.
No, David, you're missing the best
Oh,
part.
So I
The
blocked him
hashtag saw-
instantly.
Nice.
Hashtag saws not saws.
Yeah.
David, will you tell the viewers your only tweet and who it's to?
Okay. This is
I'll
a
get it
story.
right now, David. I will. I will
I've
quote it.
actually, I think I may have deleted it in a fit of anger when you brought it up in front of everyone. But
Fine, then.
basically, my only tweet ever was after seeing a video.
You sound like a
about,
sociopath, by the way, David.
my only tweet ever, after seeing a video of a YouTuber I like saying that he was going to do a mailbox type thing where he'd answer questions and look at stuff. I got
Alright.
so excited about it, I decided I would finally make a Twitter and I'd tweet him. except I didn't know how to use Twitter, and I was in such an excited frenzy that I accidentally tweeted, "So excited when I heard about the PO box. Any chance of a regular Monday mailbox type thing? Hashtag Yogscast sips for life." I later discovered when Tim commented on it that I hadn't actually tweeted Yogscast sips.
It was just a tweet.
I had just kind of tweeted in general. So I just posted a status about how I nearly got sick.
So it was like
with,
he thought that he was gonna see it somehow. Even though he didn't send it to him.
But if he ever looks up hashtag Yogscast for life,
Yeah, it's not used very much.
I'm the only guy who's ever hashtagged that, so he'll know me.
No, I'm gonna guess there have been like more people who've hashtagged that.
No, we looked it up. I'm the only
I
one.
did. There's not very many. There might be more now.
All right, I can dig it.
Yeah.
So our other story was radioactive diapers in dump truck, and this is also a true story.
Oh, guys, our one viewer has left for 15 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay, it's okay. We will continue.
So the dump truck. Apparently, there's like this medicine you can take.
Oh, I was
And-
right.
What you can do is you eat it, but it makes your excrement slightly radioactive.
Oh.
Yeah.
The best type
And-
of radioactive.
Yeah, no, that's
Disgusting,
really just the
lad.
story. They got the diapers, they got rid of them, and the truck driver kept on driving.
Well,
Got on with his life. It's a regular occurrence for him.
Yeah, and the naked man rescued by olive oil. Like, this is really big in Australia. Like, the first day it came out wasn't that big, but then I like looked it up. Like yesterday or 2 days, it was like on the front page of the main.
Okay,
what
so
happened to get
newspaper.
here's a good question.
Guys,
Right?
guys.
If
Stop talking
Satan cursed you, right, with the urge to strangle children every time you saw a child, would you kill yourself?
yes.
Yes.
How quickly after you've been cursed with it?
Probably a little while
Like,
after. I'd
it'd
take-
probably
say
take
that.
me I'd do it in jail.
Can we
Oh.
work up a system where we don't talk over each other, please?
It's not going to work.
PKA.
I think there's a feature you can enable when one person talks. It like makes everyone else quieter.
That'll become a problem though, because then people will start like mid-sentence sometimes.
What people are going to watch and care.
Yeah, 'cause
Hey.
Max, please move it away from your face. It's uncomfortably close to your face. It's horrible. I think it's frozen on a picture of you.
Oh, hold on, I'll turn my camera off.
Oh,
all right.
you look like you look like you were being hunted in that
Dude, look.
picture.
you look like you're about 40 years old.
Wait, am I allowed to
He always
back
looks like
out of
that.
this? Does
Sorry?
this work like a phone call? Can I back out of this?
What do
Yes.
you mean?
Yeah.
Can I?
I don't know. It looks like a mugshot of you, by the way.
Who's
It
saying
looks
it?
like if there's a manhunt going on for you, and they're trying to find you. This is the last known picture of you. Should we get on with the?
Yeah, because
let's be
when
done.
you're 40, it's gonna be pretty much the exact same. It'll be.
Maybe
Are you
he'll
saying
have a
I
bit
won't
stronger.
age for 30
No, I'm
years?
saying you look 40 the
Sorry,
way you
Max.
do now. So in 40 years, I'm saying you look old.
If
Should we,
you're 15 now, and
35.
35.
35.
you mean 25.
35.
45 actually. He's a very old man. Should we
Okay,
get on
next,
to the conspiracy
next
theories?
section.
Okay, our next segment comes from Tim, the co-host.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
The only true co-host, because Max sucks.
Well, no,
Happy-
I think David's becoming a like he's as though other
He's
than
the
me,
new
he's
lefty.
been here
He's
more
the
than
new
anyone
lefty.
else.
I'm Wings, Nikolai is Woody, no, Tim's Woody because Tim's Woody.
Knock it
Wings.
off. Knock it off.
And
Max,
Nikolai
Max,
is
stop it, Max, stop.
FPS Kyle.
Okay, the first conspiracy out here. The heading reads: Is J.K. Rowling real?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Let's just take that in for a second. People believe this. Why do you think people are curious whether or not she's real?
because no one's ever seen her.
They have. She's done book signings before.
Because
How do we
she
know
looks
she's
different.
J.K. Rowling?
We don't.
Like we don't.
She's
So here we
rolling.
go.
She's just some woman that just happened to be there from the beginning.
Okay,
For all we know, she's
heading,
just a really good fan.
the heading is slightly more exciting than the actual subject matter, and I might skip this one. Fine. So it pretty much says is J.K. Rowling was an average working mom who became a world-renowned, uber-wealthy author. At least that's what the Bloomsbury Publishing Company wants you to believe.
Oh,
According to the Norwegian filmmaker Nine Grunfeld, there is no J.K. Rowling. The author never existed.
Why does he think that? 'Cause
He's suspicious because of how popular and how good, I guess, the Harry Potter novels were in the 10 years they came out, and how they were written by a nobody.
Well, no,
Inside more.
you see, I don't think it was written by nobody. I think magic is real, and that J.K. Rowling,
Oh,
a
she.
witch,
it's a
and she's
documentary.
actually like a really, it's a documentary, yeah,
It's her biography of sorts.
an autobiography, yes.
Mr. Grunfeld, the director, he pretty much thinks that well, I suppose people think that it's like a corporation. A bunch of people are writing these novels. It isn't just J.K. Rowling. It is a group of people.
I haven't read the books. How is the writing? Is it consistent with?
It's
Um,
a lot better towards the later
Yeah.
books.
No. It
Well,
develops
I
with the.
think because the fact that it's better towards later is just because
No, it's-
people get better at writing as they write more.
that wasn't at all. It gets darker and it reaches the older audience as people age. Pretty much. First book is very light and very kind of comedic, and then it goes all the way to the last book, which is, people dying and stuff. And
I didn't like.
Oh, really? Was that not a comedy?
oh,
The last book.
the first
Oh,
one, not the last
no,
book.
actually, the
Oh.
last book
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
Harry
action
Pooper and the Goblet of Buggers.
Max McCabe. That's what it's here for. Okay, should we head on to?
Oh,
Should we head into our next one?
yeah, please.
All right.
Were J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis occultists?
Oh,
C.S. Lewis, he was your
He
man.
wrote The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Narnia series. Okay, so the C.S. Lewis one's
Cultists.
pretty boring.
Yeah.
I'll read it now.
Well,
J.R.R.
what's wrong with
Tolkien-
people being cultists? I don't.
No,
what's the big deal?
occultists. Not cultists. OCCULTISTS.
Oh,
J.R.R. Tolkien and
occultists.
C.S. Lewis are two of the most influential fantasy authors of all time, and their novels are beloved across the world. However, several conspiracy theorists claim these two men were heavily involved in the occult and were priming their readers for a new world order. The
Well,
Wow.
Again, what I'm thinking with J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis is, again, it's an autobiography. They're not a cult, but they go here, they murder the rabbits, and then they go to wherever it is.
sorry, murdered the rabbit.
The rabbits.
Murder the rabbits.
I have a interjection. The person who wrote the Golden Compass series, they're not mentioned anywhere in that article, are they?
David, I don't think so. No, I'm not
Okay,
sure.
well, that's why I don't believe it's real. Because if anybody was priming us for a new world order, it's her, not them.
Good to know. Okay, for example, in the
No,
Lord
I
of the
don't
moving
think
on
any world
swiftly.
order would work. It's
No, one
too
second.
unprofitable.
Listen to this, okay? For example, in The Lord of the Rings, the Eye of Sauron supposedly represents the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati. Couple
Oh,
of problems with that.
Which,
that theory.
wait, the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati is not Illuminati, it's Templar.
Yeah.
Just so we get that.
Okay, so there's a
The
couple
Illuminati
problems with
sign
that.
is actually an owl.
The problems with that
I just want you
idea.
guys. Yeah.
Okay, is that they spoiler for The Lord of the Rings. Okay.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Sauron in the end. They beat Sauron. If they were
that's-
trying to prime people to get ready for their new world order, then why would the end of the book be them beating the people that... It's stupid, if you know what I
all
mean.
empires fall. That's
Are you sure Sauron doesn't represent the current government of?
and then the Illuminati are going to die out, and then their world order is going to start.
Okay, so here we go. So to top it off, some claim that the Illuminati uses
Okay.
rings to enslave people. In fact, the One Ring poem is allegedly an incantation used to control brainwashed servants. As
Oh.
proof, conspiracy theorists note that Tolkien taught at Oxford, a college obviously run by the Illuminati.
That's true.
And you've convinced
claim-
me. You've convinced
They
me too.
claim Tolkien was softening his readers' resistance to the occult, preparing them for the coming of the Illuminati kingdom.
That's genius. He puts on the ring, and then they watch Lord of the Rings, and then they fall under the spell.
To be honest, The Lord of the Rings kind of did bring in that whole genre. It kind of roped it in. So it would make a little bit of sense, I suppose, as a theory, but you know.
Maybe the Illuminati are actually the world government from the other world.
We talk about the Illuminati every single the three total TWHs talked about them. Let's give it a rest about the Illuminati.
And they come into
want to
our
talk
world,
about the
and then
Illuminati.
they write these fantasy novels, which is actually about the other world. That's real.
Oh,
And then it's the world government from the other dimension trying to take over our dimension.
So I think the Illuminati have
The Illuminati, you fucking...
ties to the Disney Channel and ties to video game makers.
Well, I think Walt Disney just liked kind of messing with the Illuminati, and that's why he had so many jokes about it.
okay. And going back to John Todd, never mind. No. He claims that Lewis is a required reading if you ever want to join a coven of witches.
Oh,
So yeah, so C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Narnia series, if you want to join some witches, you got to read Narnia books.
that's
Required,
impressive.
necessary.
Can I?
Well, yeah, considering, I mean, if this is an autobiography, then you got to be prepared for this other dimension.
Yeah.
Like, you can't come there without any idea. You got to have a vague sort of...
Well,
Okay.
may I talk about
The World Eaters busted the, we've figured it out.
Can I talk about a conspiracy that I think you guys will enjoy?
David, I'm still going through the list. You don't,
Oh.
David. Come on, you can do it at the end. Number, another one, you know. Was Lewis Carroll really Jack the Ripper?
No, yeah, I know about this one. This is...
Lewis Carroll,
Lewis Carroll, the
yeah,
writer
I
of
heard
Alice,
this.
Alice in
Wonderland.
Wonderland. Through the Looking Glass. That's okay. Here we go. Jack the Ripper has inspired books, movies, and endless speculation about his identity. Conspiracy theorist Richard Wallace believes the man responsible for the Whitechapel murders was none other than Charles Ludwig Dodgson, better known as Lewis Carroll. This is a theory that really goes down the rabbit hole. Oh, can we have the bunch there, right there? Nikolai, come on. Oh, now the bunches. Come on now, Nikolai. Here we go.
There is no. It's only. Oh, what?
Yeah, there is no one, David. Okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Good job.
In his book, Jack the Ripper, Light-Hearted Friend, Wallace claims that Carroll teamed up with his buddy Thomas Vere Bain to make a dent in the local prostitute population. Wallace's theory is a bit shaky, though, as it's based on anagrams found in Carroll's books. For example, while reading through The Nursery Alice, a Carroll-approved abridgment of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Wallace discovered this passage. So she wandered away through the wood, carrying the ugly little thing with her, and a great job it was to keep hold of it. It wriggled about so, but at least she found that the proper way to keep tight hold of its foot and its right ear.
Yeah, well,
Wallace
the reason that is so unbelievable is because Wallace, he took out a bunch of letters.
Yeah, and one second. Wallace shifted some letters around and eventually came up with something darker. She wriggled about so, but at least Dodgson and Bain found a way to keep hold of the fat little whore. I got a tight hold of her and slit her throat, left ear to right. It was tough, wet, disgusting too. So wary of it, they threw up Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, but you can do that with most writings. Like, I could probably turn my history book into...
Yeah, so of course
Just-
Wallace had to drop a few letters and turn an O into an I to discover Carroll's secret. But Wallace also points to Carroll's obsession with the number 42. It appears in several of Carroll's works, such as Alice in Wonderland and The Hunting of the Snark. And Wallace theorizes that the murder victims are connected to this number. For example, Emma Smith was 45 when she was murdered. 45 is 3 more than 42.
Oh.
Tabram stabbed 39 times and was 39 years old. 39
So, okay,
is 39 is 3 less than 42.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. That's
so
terrifying.
I've read up a bit on Jack the Ripper before this all happened, and
Before Jack the Ripper happened.
Ripper.
That was
Wow.
impressive.
before he
You
was
probably
real,
consider
and,
it,
someone.
So basically, it was this. I think it was a guy involved in the CIA or crime scene investigation, basically. And after he took some time off from his actual job, and he just dedicated all his time to Jack the Ripper. And he found out that they reckon Jack the Ripper may not have been real at all, because the guy who was doing all the stories apparently was a drunkard who was down on his luck.
Yeah, no, but
And they
there
reckon
was.
either he was killing them or he didn't exist at all.
Well, surely if he was killing him, then he kind of is Jack the Ripper, and then it's an autobiography.
1 second.
No, they discovered like the guy who wrote all the letters wasn't real, but there was one letter, which they reckon did come from that Jack the Ripper, and like to the head of the police, he like sent them a liver from one of the victims, because one of the victims had a missing liver, and then they sent like the liver showed up in the mail.
Here's the kind of thing that knocks this one down right here. Of course, it gets a bit messy thanks to Mary Kelly, who was 25. Oh, she was 25 when she was murdered. But Wallace suspects Carol believed she was 24. 24, after all, is 42 backwards. Well, maybe 42 isn't the answer to everything after all, because that's a reference. Can we have the drum, the brumch again, please? Because 42 means
That's
some
really
Jack's got the
depressing.
galaxy.
Could we stop having that done, please?
Is there any more discussion on Jack the Ripper?
I don't
No,
think he was real.
I think he was.
No,
a
he was
drunken
real.
down in his luck.
Here's the this is the number one conspiracy I found.
My guess is he's a sailor, but
Can I have the
Just
drum
me.
roll? Nikolai, can I have the drum roll for this one? This one is.
all right.
Okay. Did Stephen King kill John Lennon?
Oh,
I'm listening
oh
here.
no, he didn't. He didn't. I don't want to have this conversation.
Did Stephen King kill John Lennon?
Oh,
Hey, right
please.
off the bat, that sounds pretty believable.
Yep. It's the most
I
believable
can see
one
how
right
that could
here.
happen. Writing all that dark story, some of it has to be
Yep,
personal.
all about
experience.
aliens. That's because John Lennon was an alien. No, it's not. That's not it. The problem with the CIA brainwashed Chapman to kill John Lennon theory is that the possibility that maybe Chapman didn't do it. Maybe he was just a patsy, and the real murderer was the king of horror himself, Stephen King. At least that's what Steve Lightfoot, author of Stephen King's Shot John Lennon, thinks.
Oh.
Hard to imagine? It's easy if you try. According to Lightfoot, Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan wanted Lenin and his peace protests out of the picture. Lightfoot stumbled upon this information by ciphering hidden codes in the headlines of magazines such as Time and Newsweek. So Nixon and Reagan hired Stephen King to be the triggerman. It turns out Chapman was just an actor paid to take the fall. As proof, Lightfoot points to the famous photo of John Lennon giving his autograph to Chapman just hours before the Beatles' death. However, that's not Chapman in the photo. His glasses, hair, and dimples are all wrong. It's actually Stephen King.
Okay, right. So when they arrested
I'm not done,
Chapman,
Max.
okay.
I'm not done. Further proof of King's involvement can be found in his novels Salem's Lot and The Dead Zone, where he's hidden clues to the taunt truthers about his crimes. Lightfoot even claims he'd received letters from the king threatening him to keep quiet about the conspiracy.
Oh,
Lightfoot is very passionate about his theory. On his van, Lightfoot has written his web address and the bold claim, author Stephen King, not Chapman, murdered Lennon. It's true, or he'd sue. And since King has a home in Florida, Lightfoot showed up at a city council meeting in Sarasota, armed with homemade signs to warn the town about King's murderous activities. Lightfoot is definitely not King's top fan. That's it.
okay. So right, when they arrested Chapman, Chapman thought he was John Lennon. He thought he was John Lennon.
Yeah,
and that's
Max.
why
Max. Do you not? We listen to that at all? They say he was an actor hired. Okay. Yeah. There we go. An actor
No,
hired.
but he underwent psychiatric evaluation and he was.
Were you there,
trained-
Max? Were you there?
Yeah, Max. Yeah.
Come on, man.
You think it's hard
You're
to
not a
fail
system, Max.
psychiatric evaluation?
It's like, what do you see here? I see dead children. It's actually a printed photo of a table.
That's like a mug of coffee.
Well, looks like I'm insane then. Like it's not. I don't imagine it's too hard.
So there, Max. That's so I have just proven that in how long is that? 20 minutes? 10, 15?
Well, you've been speaking. This is we're pretty close to time here, actually.
I've okay. In this episode, I've proven that Stephen King did in fact kill John Lennon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just looked up some pictures. I'll put them
Lewis
up on the
Carroll.
screen now.
Lewis Carroll really was Jack the Ripper.
Stephen King and
Yeah.
John Lennon, they look pretty similar. I
They
could
do
see
look
the
pretty
nose.
similar.
It's
No, not it's not John Lennon and Stephen King. Damn it, you got that.
gonna be pretty hard to fake
So-
the jaw, though.
Proven that J.R.R. Tolkien and C.S. Lewis were occultists,
No,
and that
that the Illuminati
J.K.
is
Rowling
actually
is not real.
a dimension trying to take over this dimension.
I forgot one little thing about the not Tolkien, the J.K. Rowling thing. Also, they say that she is in fact just an actress paid to fool readers.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that'd be the first time something like that happened.
Oh no, there's an example, but
Yeah, there have been hundreds of, like,
yeah, it's
I-
I wouldn't say it's too.
Can I prove that SAS agent is actually a magician?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So it's not a conspiracy theory. I know for
It's
a
truth.
fact it's a conspiracy.
No, you know it's the truth, David.
It's the truth. So basically, there was an SAS spy.
what was this? What's he called?
Do you want me to look this up?
Stephen King.
Okay.
Yeah, look it up.
Okay.
Stephen King.
Oh, Titanfall, huh?
Oh,
Oh.
we're supposed to talk about stuff like that.
New
So how
window.
about the Mets?
If
Yeah,
anyone wants
so-
to sponsor the show, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, really. Anything, any money.
We don't
So
care
other
about
than
that
that, we have two choices for the podcast to go from here. We can either talk about progressive tax.
Okay,
Okay,
not
may-
that interesting.
May I have this up now? May I talk about the British spy?
Go on.
Okay. They wouldn't. Oh, here
The
we are.
guy's name. Boy.
Gareth Williams, I'm quite sure. Yeah.
Super.
He was working for the External Intelligence Service, MI6, when he was found.
Tim.
Huh?
We're gonna have to mute you, yeah? Okay.
Huh?
Yes,
Found
muted.
Why?
We're muting you
in
because
a
you're.
foreign country.
I'm not.
He. May
What?
I?
What did I do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I see you on Steam. You think I?
Yeah, David, maybe forget the story, yeah?
Go
No.
ahead, sorry about that. Technical difficulty on my end. There's a storm. Sorry about that. My computer malfunctioned.
Yeah. Okay. So Gareth William.
Yeah. Also, sometimes people say that he was in like a foreign country in a hotel, and some like proper like licensed sources, like the news, say that he was in his home in his bathroom. So they haven't actually managed to get one story. But
That's-
in 2010, Gareth Williams, a spy with MI6 and Government Communications Headquarters, was found decomposing inside a padlocked duffel bag in his bathtub. Despite the obvious implications of that statement, police have closed the case, saying Williams most probably died accidentally and alone. Detective Assistant Commissioner Martin Hewitt announced the results of a 3-year investigation at a press conference Wednesday many months ago. Hewitt said police fundamentally and beyond all doubt rule out that he was killed by someone else. The Scotland Yard spokesman acknowledged that the conclusion wasn't definitive, but many other policemen think it is. Probably no one will ever know how Gareth died, is a quote.
Oh,
So they basically believe
yeah.
Hang on, guys.
he climbed in himself
Yeah.
and padlocked himself in naked and killed himself. they also, on the news...
That's a very strange way to die, like kill
Yeah.
yourself.
Well, that's why it didn't happen.
So wait. So wait, you mean he decomposed like because he just died? So
He was
like,
in there
he
for so
suffocated
long
and then...
in his home where his family live and they didn't notice, so he started decomposing.
Huh.
But yeah. So I'm one of the many, many people who don't actually believe this is true, and not only
Sorry,
is it normal.
Gareth Williams, where was he from?
He was from. I will look it up now. Let me give us a second. Where was?
I just wanna. Yeah, my headphones do that. I don't know why they let through audio. Why is Max muted?
Is Max muted?
He
Yeah.
was.
Sorry, I'm back.
He was
Alright.
Welsh.
Welsh.
He was Welsh. Oh my.
That's.
He was
oh,
Welsh.
Yeah.
Y-
Yeah, and
Why does that mean anything?
the news didn't actually believe it, the BBC News. So they decided that they would go out on themselves and bring a professional gymnast onto the show to try fit inside the duffel bag. And not only was he not able to padlock himself while in the duffel bag, he actually couldn't get either of his legs into a very similar duffel bag. It was actually the exact same, but they weren't allowed to say it was the same duffel bag. They had to say it was similar.
Why?
And the lawyer was actually banned from asking any other MI6 agents he worked with during the inquest.
Oh, that's pretty weird.
Mm.
It reminds
And-
me of this other story. I think I saw it on Creepypasta, and it's like it's a
Reliable
true
one.
story. Like on YouTube, there's this channel, right?
Yeah.
And he put up like 5 videos, and there's a real website. It was like it was big a while back, but basically this guy said that he hid 1,000 or 10,000 pounds, and the way you could win the prize by following it was basically a really, really convoluted treasure hunt.
Okay.
And yeah, so this guy, he did it, and he went all over England and places, and like you can follow his YouTube story, and so it goes over months. Like he's searching it, and he's like, oh, I finally cracked it, and so then like there's the last video is he's going towards this field, like he believes he's found this field in Scotland, or was it Wales? It was in Wales, and he goes there. He's like, "Oh, I found the money," and that's the last video anyone ever saw of him. And then, in a couple of weeks, there was a story of the police in Wales
Mm-hmm.
found a dead guy in a house near that field,
Oh.
and there are no more videos. It's just really creepy. I don't know.
Was the story written before or after that piece of news came up?
The story. Well, the story was written way after, but it's because of this YouTube video, like this YouTube channel where
Yeah, well,
he.
Nikolai-
It's just because it stops right like the date when they found this body in that place, and he was going there, and then he disappeared. Like
People thought marble hornets were real for months and months and months.
Oh, were they
People-
the Super B?
No, marble
No.
hornets were about it. It was kind of a Blair Witch project kind of film thing about Slender Man
oh yeah,
hunting these people down in their home.
Oh, yeah,
And
that
people
was
thought-
really badly made.
People thought that was real, though. You have to keep
Oh.
that in mind.
no, but it's just very believable. That story,
Mm.
Okay.
very
well, like-
believable.
Said that there was two different directions you could take this from now on.
And like it goes, so this guy analyzed all this stuff, and like there were like hidden messages, like because the treasure hunt, he like made a text, and if you just read the yellow bits, because he was in a yellow pub in a yellow like in a yellow district someplace, and like it has some cryptic messages about murdering. It's pretty
Nicola,
crazy.
the two directions you could take this from here on out. Let's hear them now.
Yeah, we can either talk about hang on. I've got it here. We can talk about progressive tax,
Yeah.
or we can do some improv.
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 Unanimous decision.
All right. So, Max, you're a woman of the night.
Oh,
No
David,
different from real life.
you're
Shh, give me a button.
you're a man, and you've rented this woman,
Me.
and this is after. Yeah, this is later, and it turns out you're a homeless person, and you don't have any money.
Oh, okay.
And Tim, you're
my pimp.
uh,
Who's gonna kick the crap out of the homeless guy?
yeah,
Yeah,
Tim is
I'll-
like the overlord of the
I'll be the
brothel,
Called
Oh,
the pimp.
the pimp.
the pimp.
Okay. Okay, 3, 2. Oh wait, sorry. May I suit up?
No,
No.
David, come on, just get David. Ugh.
Uh, it's like a really unkempt beard, but it looks like a really.
Hey, sweet thing.
That was great. Thank you very much, miss.
Wait.
Hey, how did you lose that eye?
Have you ever seen the movie A Serbian Film?
Yeah.
Well, it's much like the way the man is killed in that.
Okay, I don't care. Give me my money.
Okay, let me just check my bag. And I go to zip up my bag and open the door handle.
Alfonso!
Oh, no need to shout. No need
What's
to
going
shout.
on?
Alfonso!
What's going on?
I walk behind the.
Alfonso, this ball ain't paying off.
Why you ain't paying up? You got no money.
I-
Wait 1 second.
Considering you're a homeless person, I can't imagine you'd have a gun.
Yeah, I don't think you have a
Just,
Glock.
Knife.
Yeah, really rusty, tetanus-ridden
Okay.
knife is just against it. Oh, jeez.
How much?
Alfonso's really got to play his cards right in here.
Alfonso, how much is she worth, man?
She's expendable.
Jesus.
How do you feel about
You
that,
hear a
lady?
voice in your head saying, "Do it."
Oh my god.
Okay, I press it against her face, but it doesn't come to the thing.
Alfonso lifts up the phone to his ear, and he's actually calling the police.
Oh, you're running a brothel, mister. I'd
There's
like
no
to-
proof. There is no proof. Alfonso makes sure that this place it doesn't look like a brothel. It's
There's lots of women in here doing things with men.
yeah, but
They'll never catch him. They'll never catch
there's
Alfonso.
nothing incriminating in this entire place. Okay, there's
You
no drugs.
dirty
It's,
bum. I then spit in the homeless man's proper
Okay.
working eye.
Okay, she
Snap,
gets
see.
she gets in the side of the head, and I aim the knife at Alfonso.
oh.
And I start telling him about how I used to be an MMA fighter.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean she gets in the side of her head? Did you?
The rusty tetanus knife.
Okay.
Oh, she's dead.
She's dead. Her dead body's
She's down.
Can there be sirens now? Alfonso's after just shouting about how there's a man who just killed a woman in his house. He called her his wife too.
All right.
Okay, is there a window in this room?
That doesn't seem like a very clever move. Killing the wife.
Is there a window in this room?
No, it's like a really bleak.
It's
Yeah,
26
because you see
stories
this woman, like she wasn't legal. She was like 16 or 14.
Whoa!
She was
whoa.
young.
Then she was not my wife. he calls him back up. Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't my wife. It was my daughter. That's what he changed the story.
Oh.
Okay, I punch myself straight across the face,
Yeah.
and I rub, and with my really kind of dirty, muddy jumper, I rub the end of the knife handle like really hard, and I rub the end like all the way, and I wipe off my fingerprints, and I smash my head into the door as hard as I can after punching myself, and I pass out, and I'm on the floor, And
Wait,
Nikolai, you're
why
the
do you rub? Why do you rub the rusty knife handle that has her blood in it that you're holding? What do you rub it on?
No. With as in like I rub the handle bit like that isn't bloody for my fingerprints, and then I rub the end of the steel
No,
just in
what's
case
the
there's
handle
any
made out of
traces.
though? Because the handle, surely you won't be able to get the fingerprints out. What is it made out of? Is it glass?
No, it's
Is it like
plastic.
They'll have some of your DNA on me.
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
yeah, there is your DNA.
Ye- Yeah, well, because you're a prostitute and he rented you. Of course, he's gonna have some of your DNA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Tim
David,
has
that-
just walked on me sleeping with his wife.
She's 16 though, David. Your guy is still going to jail.
Oh, one
That's
second. please,
statutory rape.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, okay, so that was good.
Wait, no, it's
Um,
16. That's a minor.
Yeah, so a minor had intercourse, 2 people died. Like, okay, so
1%
good improv. That was the World Heaters 3.5. Join us next week at the same time for some more.
Oh, can I give a
wholesome
teaser of some
goodness.
of the?
Okay, sorry.
Can I give a teaser of some of the news stories? Okay,
It's not
for next week. Okay, let me read this one.
Oh, are we ending?
Yes. Here next week. Was Edgar Allan Poe murdered? Not that good, you know. Who wrote Shakespeare's plays?
Those are
Oh,
all
that's
good
gonna be
ones.
a good topic.
Yeah.
Is The Count of Monte Cristo a Jesuit allegory? Okay. Was Tom Clancy part of a 9/11 conspiracy? Hard-hitting questions.
All right,
right?
I think that's enough. So yeah, I was good. Was good.
It was good.
World
All right.
Heroes 3, everyone.
World Heaters 3.
3.5. 3.5.
Join us next week.